Hello, Colas. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Memphis Depay, as it has been reported that Galatasaray are eyeing a January move for the injured Barcelona superstar. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then to conclude this episode, talking about Ruben Neves, as it has been reported that Barcelona could sign the Premier League midfielder on loan in the January transfer window with super agent Josh Mendes' help. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into the stories, please do ensure to subscribe. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. In the summer, Memphis Depay was constantly linked with an exit from Barcelona after Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang's return to the Premier League by joining Chelsea. It seemed as if the Dutch international was also keen on joining the West Londoners. Scoring a well-taken goal against Elche, there were signs that the former Lyon forward could fight his way back into Xavi's plans, considering he had started the season on a periphery of things. However, a recent injury has meant that Memphis Depay's time at Spotify Camp Nou is going from bad to worse. As a result, it has been claimed that a European giant is planning on pricing him away from Barcelona. According to the latest information by Sport, Galatasaray want to sign Memphis Depay in the January transfer window. Currently, the Eredivisie champion is alongside Ferran Torres at the bottom of the pecking order of wingers at the club. For starters, Ousmane Dembele has enjoyed a fruitful year so far and has been one of Barcelona's most consistent performers, barring the recent run of underwhelming form. Despite Rafinha's struggles at Barcelona so far, Xavi's aim would be to ensure the Brazilian is able to recreate his magic during his time at Leeds. And while Ansu Fati's fitness has meant he is yet to nail down a spot on the side, the wonderkid will eventually become a starter once he returns to the best version of himself. Even up front, Robert Lewandowski remains one of the best strikers in Europe to this very day. Keeping all these factors in mind, Memphis Depay will have to ascertain whether he can become one of the main men at Barcelona or elsewhere, such as Galatasaray. Memphis Depay has endured a lot this season at his time at Barca, not just him being a bench product, also caught up injury while playing for international duty. So it has been reported that Galatasaray of Turkey are showing so much interest in Memphis lately and they want to go for him in January. Memphis Depay's future have always been a topic of discussion ever since the summer. He was strongly linked to Juventus, we quite remember. He was even more close to a move to Juventus than how Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang was close to leaving Barcelona. But it was just the move did not go through. Juventus did not agree with the terms or the demands of Memphis and went for another striker. And I was even, because by that time it was so funny because Barca will have two strikers in Memphis Depay and Aubameyang, but they want to sell all of the two while keeping Robert Lewandowski, as if they don't need a backup for Lewandowski. Definitely, I am not of the opinion that Barca should sell Memphis Depay in January. We just have only Lewandowski at our disposal, and I think if Xavi can reason things out and say, all right, keep Memphis Depay, he's a good backup, to Lewandowski, since we have a lot of games to play this season, it's good. But I don't know, it seems as though Barcelona don't care because they were really pushing so hard to ensure that Memphis Depay should leave this club. But I don't know if it is by the grace or whatever. It was destined that Memphis Depay will be there, at least for the time being. I think Memphis Depay is a skilled footballer, and even though he's not he's not a box-to-box striker, he's different from Lewandowski or Aubameyang. But I think Memphis Depay has something different. I think it's even a blessing to Xavi that having a different type of striker, is good. But it seems as though Xavi does not value that. I think Memphis Depay being there to the end of this season will be great. I think he will help us a lot. And I'm not of the opinion that Barcelona should say, look, we will sell you. What we wanted to do in January, in June, we want to do it again. Barca should better keep him if they think that Lewandowski is not a machine. Lewandowski is not a robot. Lewandowski at some point will be tired. There's fatigue. Because Xavi should not just burn out everything of Lewandowski for all the games because playing 90 minutes for all games in a season is almost impossible for many players, and I don't see Lewandowski as an exception. So why don't you just keep the only little backup that we have in Memphis Depay? It will be so important for him to stay at least. Even though I know Barca will be tempted because they know that Memphis Depay's contract ends next season, which he will be a free agent by then, and they will collect nothing from him. But Barcelona will be like, okay, look, this January window, let's rip something, let's rip some few dollars from Memphis Depay rather than leaving him to go for free. But let's hope that that should not be the case, because I think Memphis Depay staying will be a good idea. We need a backup. We need backup. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, as reported earlier today, Barcelona are intent on signing a new midfielder in the upcoming January transfer window. The Catalans are concerned by captain Sergio Busquets' recent displays and want to sign a player who can provide cover and compete with a veteran before eventually replacing him. Several names are on the radars for Barcelona, including PSV Eindhoven Ibrahim Sangare, but the more heavily linked player so far has been Wolves and Portugal midfielder Ruben Neves. The 25-year-old Premier League midfielder has been on Barca's agenda for a long time. He has been linked with a move to Spotify Camp Nou during the last summer as well, but the transfer did not materialize and he stayed put at Wolves. However, he will be entering the final year of his contract with the Midlands club next summer and has shown no indication of wanting to sign an extension. Amidst this, his agent Josh Mendes, who has strong ties with the Barcelona management, is reportedly believed to have offered Neves to the Catalan club already. Now, Mundo Deportivo is reporting that the super agent could further help the Blaugrana to land Neves as early as the January transfer window, by working out a loan to buy arrangement with Wolves. 25-year-old Portuguese international is valued at 40 million euros currently, but the report states that Mendes could help engineer a loan move for Barcelona in the winter window with a mandatory purchase clause inserted for the summer of 2023. It is further claimed that Neves is keen on leaving Wolves and Mendes is working to facilitate a transfer to the Camp Nou, with Barcelona evaluating the possibility of signing the former FC Porto star. Barca has signed Adama Traore on a loan deal from Wolves last January, but decided against signing him permanently, with the winger returning to the Molinho. Unlike that operation, Neves' deal could have a mandatory obligation for Barcelona to sign him permanently. However, at this point, it is all speculation, and it remains to be seen how the La Liga giants could go about their plans in the transfer window. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.